The name of this show is called The Jaguar Wright Show.
All right.
That's the show.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, people have been up in arms, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, about your acceptance of the Defender of Freedom Award from General Michael Flynn. Give me a little bit of what do you think, or what's your take, or how are you feeling about what everyone is saying, and how are you feeling about receiving the award?
I'm used to people being in outrage of my commentary, my opinions, or my deeds. I'm used to that. What I'm most bothered with is the race baiting conversations and pushing the race card where one shouldn't exist. This is an American, we are living in an American nightmare. It's all hands on deck time. And if we have a quarterback and you're on the field, it's your job to work with your quarterback, not heckle him and not block his passes and create pick six for the other team. It's stupid. It's so asinine to me, because what people are really upset about is that this president and I have one thing in common. Everybody that tried to endorse the Harris campaign is now about to become enemy number one on the low, for real. Low key. And maybe not so low key for so long. Maybe things are about to get real high key, real high tone. And people just, they're bracing themselves for the hit. It's, the party's over. When Kendrick put out Watch the Party Die last summer, late fall, because he did it a week before Puff was arrested. I don't think people are looking at the prophetic order of the timing of everything that's going on. They were all up in arms about me on Piers Morgan. Now they're all up in arms about me receiving the Defender's Award, the Defender of Freedom Award. It's unreal. It doesn't matter what any of us real ones achieve or what we stand for or when it's acknowledged. Y'all job is to literally crap all over it until people forget what's really going on. And what's really going on is revolutionary change is about to hit this country. And they can distract all they want. I'm fixed. I stood to this award. I'm standing. That's not going to change. And rather than credit me as a Black woman for my resilience and for my grit and my fortitude, you want to call me mammy? You want to call me a monkey? You want to say I'm a sellout? All of y'all sold yourselves out with every R. Kelly album you buy or bought. Y'all can't talk about me selling out. How y'all doing on that money for them Beyonce tickets? I mean, shoot, with the price of them, it's looking like whatever money she gave for the fire, she should make that back in the first 3 shows. What y'all pressed about? What's the real issue? Anyway.
Yeah, I you know what, I was gonna get a little bit into that, what you were just talking about with Beyonce, because fans on Twitter, pretty much all over social media, they're upset about the new album and the ticket prices.
Yeah, they should be.
But
it's a country-centered album, and it's an overpriced show that they've already seen.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you.
Old dogs ain't doing no new tricks.
I was going to ask you about the thoughts on the tour, but a new tour. But there you go. You already said it.
What do you mean? What do I think? I think it's a stick up. I think it's a heist. I think it's a good excuse to shake down their fan base so that they can have enough money just like Diddy to be able to pay $50,000 a day for legal representation. That's what I think.
Jay-Z has he's involved in a new case.
Yeah.
With Jack Dorsey and Block Inc.
Yeah, that company that they said at the board meeting, they instructed all of the employees less than 6 months ago that they were not allowed to tell anyone. Mr. Carter worked for or sat on the board of this very company. Why?
You find it coincidental that...
I find it coincidental that was going on while his $50 pre-roll that don't light was dying. I'm so sick and tired of the way they playing in Dame's face. They sitting there making fun of Dame, talking about how broke he is. He's got more than Mr. Carter real rap. Because at least what he got is his. Mm-hmm. He ain't pump faking off of some white man's pocket. Whatever he got, it's his. That I promise you. I wonder how much Mr. Carter's going to be able to keep after all his legal fees and the civil lawsuits start to stack up and he gets named in this RICO with his "that was never my friend," the diddler.
Now, according to the Block case, the situation with Block Inc. and Jack Dorsey, they said that there was a charge for $300 million to sit with Jay-Z, to have dinner with Jay-Z. That was a charge. And then there's...
For what?
Well, that's a question. That's a good question. There's also talk
about the Book of Hove? Like what?
Yeah, that's crazy. But there's a talk of the
What are you going to talk about? How to rewrite history and screw over everybody that helped you? Like, that should be the name of the book.
Yeah, that's interesting. Because remember, there was like, would you rather have dinner with Jay-Z or you take $100 million? Remember that was going on?
No, 500,000.
500,000, right.
And Lil King Kong. So, oh man, I take the dinner with Hove. Uncle. That's funny. Did you tell the kids you wasn't their uncle yet? That poor boy sitting around making videos, pump faking on Kim, and I know that that's his mom, and I know that he has every right to honor her. But dude, if you cannot call your dad out for everything you know he did to your mom, you shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be doing this. It's a pity party for all the wrong reasons. And what I also found interesting is that Chance, the girls, nor Quincy were in that video.
Yeah.
I think reality is starting to sink in.
Yeah, the reality of things with this whole new case that he is wrapped in, and then you still have the dismissal of the other case, but Busby is still going after all of Roc Nation, Desiree Perez, and Jay-Z.
Rightfully so, respectfully.
Because you cannot forget there were charges of impersonating federal agents in Texas.
I know. They like playing lawmen. I think they still think it's the Wild Wild West back when Wyatt Earp was running wild. I think they think you just deputize people. I mean, they deputized a couple of Mexican guys who I know came straight from Sinaloa to come by my old residence, asking for me with no badge and no name tag, but a firearm and a card with a number on it.
Yeah, these practices between these people that got these clearances, these government clearances, are not new.
Yeah. We've been talking to some people that got their own government clearances, haven't we, babe?
Oh, yeah. We got to clean this up.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, speaking of, what's your take on with these cases? We got the ASAP Rocky case. What do you think? What do you think of that?
Fixed. That nigga should be going to jail. Period. Fixed. This ain't no different than the Young Thug. And then they brought Rihanna in so she could cry in front of the jury. It's like watching a scene out of one of the old Italian mob movies. They bring the wife in. She ain't even got to get on the stage. It's Rihanna. None of them people want to be the guy, the person that sent Rihanna baby daddy away. Nobody wants that. Come on.
Yeah, the theatrics and the performance
What
side.
I don't like about him getting off is when I look at the video footage of his music video. I can't remember what the song was, and I'm not really trying to remember. But he was standing in the middle of a satanic pentagram, lighting candles and doing a protection ritual. Everyone who watches that video and everyone who participated in it, you are under witchcraft. I'm not saying that allegedly, that's a fact. Maybe he thinks it was his acquiescence to all of that that got him off. I mean, that's what Diddy thought about the Pow Pow incident back in 99 with Natanya Rubin and Shine and J-Lo. Right? There is too much playing with dark magic for people to continuously keep ignoring it. Too many ritualistic practices. Too many things that just happen to line up coincidentally. No, I don't think so. I don't see coincidence at all. What I see is utter catastrophe and willful ignorance just working hand in hand to stave off what's real. And what's real is this country has now fallen under a demonic spell, and it is time for the spell to be lifted. Beyonce's fans should be upset. They've been being gaslit and financially abused for as long as they've been her fans. She has allowed her fan base to finance her husband's not so legitimate dealings. And this lawsuit, y'all need to read it. The things that they're doing with Cash App, very interesting. My. How illuminating.